Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. How small is Leafy's dick? It looks average to me. And let me open this quick. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another live response video. The only reason this is being put into a live response video is because this right here is my new camera. This is the Canon EOS M6. Look at this, that even has a nice little vertical screen. The problem is that I don't have a lens for it. Actually, I do have a lens for it. I have my Canon 17 through 55. This is my normal lens I use. Really, this is like a $1,000 lens. But I'm waiting for my converter. This is a mirrorless camera so I can attach this lens to it so I can use it. Otherwise, I would pre-record this and upload it as a full video, but I don't have a camera that has a lens adapter yet, so I can't do that. Please explain the title. Alright, did I change the title of this stream? I hope I did. Did I change the title? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Didn't I change the title? I better check before I don't even care if I didn't change. I'll just change it when the stream goes live. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for waiting for the past 2 hours. I'm not going to respond to the chat at all. Sorry, but any super chats made, any donations made will get priority over any response. But I wanted to do this response today because this video really pissed me off. We're going to talk about masturbation. We're going to talk about sex. Are you guys ready for it? You guys ready? Alright, let me just make sure my audio is incoming properly. Okay, my audio is good. You feel unimportant. Oh, I'm sorry. So there's a YouTube channel by the name of Watch Cut Video. I had never heard of this YouTube channel, and they uploaded a video 2 days ago, and this was on the trending page of YouTube, and that really pisses me off that a video like this can be on the trending page of YouTube, but they take people like Philip DeFranco, and they take other people who have made videos with really nothing objectionable in them, and they take it off the trending. Like, how the trending works on YouTube is someone manually puts a video on the trending page, basically, for, like, the video to be seen. Videos just don't randomly trend. They only trend when somebody puts it on there. Like, I don't know how it works, but I envision YouTube with, like, 6 CEOs all sitting around a table, right? And they're all jacking themselves off, saying, which video can we put on the trending tab today that showcases our double standard for what we monetize and demonetize? Be right back. My lens is here, I think. Yay, I got my lens! I got my lens! I can now use my camera that I was just showing off. This one. But it just goes to show that YouTube is so hypocritical for what things it allows to monetize, what it doesn't allow to monetize, and what they put and don't put on the trending page. So. This video already has 1 million views, but let's switch off here. This video is only 4 minutes and 5. We're gonna watch the whole thing through. I'm just gonna do it like I normally do. Stop it. Anyways, let's get the show on the road. Make sure I can't actually see the chat fully right now. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm actually doing. All right, there we go. Parents explain masturbation. XD, thank you for the $5 super chat. Can you talk about your photography after you talk about the video? Sure, I can talk about my photography. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
So sometimes people will say, playing with himself or jerking off or choking the one-eyed trouser snake.
Today, we are going to be talking about masturbation.
Masturbation?
Masturbation.
Masturbation.
You kind of do it a lot.
All right, so before we begin, I want to make a few points before people try to take me out of context here. One, I am not against sex education. I have no problem what parents teach their kids about sex education. But before we go into this, I want you to be able to draw the distinction between sex education and unnecessary sex talk that doesn't need to be explained to a child. Sex education entails unprotected sex, unwanted pregnancies, STDs. We've seen that schools and places that don't teach sex education, that teach abstinence only, results in a higher pregnancy rate and far more sex because people aren't educated. When it comes to kids, I don't even really care about the age for the most part, but when it comes to kids, I don't really care about them being educated about sex. The distinction lies in between education about sex and saying to a 7-year-old, hey, here's a butt plug. I'm going to show you how to stick this and ram this up your tight little asshole. There's a big distinction there. Like, if you can't see the difference between actual sex education and as a 7-year-old can use a butt plug or use a dildo or use something to stick in their fucking pussy to stimulate their clitoris. It's so clear as day there's a distinction between those two things, okay? And I want you to understand that. So in no way am I against sex education. I'm fine. It's up to the parents what age you want to talk about sex to a child, but masturbation is something that is private. It's something that shouldn't be blasted on the internet, at least with children like this.
Really, but you don't know it.
Masturbating is when you touch your privates in different ways to make yourself feel good.
That's all that needs to be said. You explained what masturbation is, but no, this video has to go further into going into more graphic detail. And again, I'm not against sex at all. Like, I'm really very sex positive. But one of the youngest girls on here, the two youngest girls on here are 7 and 8 years of age. And as this video gets further in, I want to ask a serious question. Should you be teaching your child how to stroke his cock at 7 years of age, 7 or 8? If your child comes to you and says, hey, I'm doing this thing, I don't know what I feel about it, I don't know what it is, then yeah, explain to your kid about what masturbation is. I don't see an issue with that. We children, because I was a kid, you were a kid, we naturally find these things out on our own. We are naturally adventurous. We're gonna find out what our fucking pussy does. We're gonna find out what our penis does. I did. I was like 9, and I figured out how to masturbate, and I figured I had my first ejaculation when I was 9 years old. And I think it was like 8 or 9, but it was I had it during watching. I was playing Spider-Man 64 on the N64, and Black Cat had a really narrow triangle tits and cleavage, and I had an orgasm when I was fucking 8, 9 years old. I figured that stuff out on my own. I started masturbating completely of my own accord. My mom didn't sit down and explain to me, Daniel, you gotta stroke your cock this way, up and down motion, you gotta grip it really hard. My mom didn't do that. In fact, when my parents tried to teach me about sex, I already knew everything about sex. I was like 13 years old, and puberty hits every kid differently. All right? Especially girls. Girls go through puberty, I think, even younger than boys do. So in terms of, again, I want to say this, I want to clarify this. It's really not so much the age, it's about what's being discussed publicly, which should be kept privately, and the fact that they're exploiting kids in this video. But let's continue on.
Isn't that right?
People will say choking their chicken.
Okay,
Have
that
you ever
one,
heard of
I've
that?
never heard that, but that's also
This
very
kid is
rude
cute,
to
though.
chickens.
It is. It is.
A guy might put some lotion on his hand, right? And he'll take his penis and like hold it in his hand. Watch. Okay?
Okay, Mom.
And then he might like move his hand up and down like this.
Where
Shake
would
it
the
around.
penis go, Mom?
In the hand.
Do girls do it?
Yeah, teaching your child how to stroke their cock. That's a normal conversation that most parents... Honestly, I don't think most parents have that conversation. Because when you have a conversation with a child, you're explaining to them how sex works. You explain to them the concept of masturbation, that's it. Let the kid explore his own sexuality by himself. That's what happens naturally. That's what happened naturally to me. That's what happens with hundreds and thousands of people as they develop and they find their own sexualities. They find that out. To put this in an entertainment style video is what pisses me off. And by the way, you scroll down here. This is in the category of entertainment. Entertainment. This is not education. I know it's a subcategory, but the main reason that this is even being made is to exploit children. And in a way, and some people may disagree with me, but I believe this video is very much, in a way, child grooming. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the state of pedophiles on this goddamn site, but there are, I'm trying to remember the phrase, webcam videos from, I think Pyrocynical made several videos on this, a bunch of other YouTubers made videos on this, of videos of children in sexually provocative ways. I'm talking 6, 7 years of age, girls, on these webcam videos, like, in, like, tight clothes. I don't even know if they even know if their webcam video, the webcam is even on, and they have hundreds upon thousands of views. Okay? There's a pedophile ring on YouTube. It's gotten a bit better with the videos getting removed, but I did a search today because I wanted to see if those videos were still up, and they are! This is pedophiles, legitimate pedophiles, who are attracted to prepubescent kids, children like this, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're attracted to this type of stuff.
Yeah, remember I said your big sissy did it quite a bit when she was little, and I had to explain to her to do it in her room.
There's like a little thing that's called the clitoris. And
Okay, this girl is a really great example of a point that I want to prove here. Throughout the rest of this video, you can clearly see that this girl is uncomfortable, and that she actually asks her mom, like, no, stop talking about it, but the mom just continues, because, you know, getting those extra views on YouTube is really important.
you can touch it and kind of stimulate your body. And it makes you feel good.
It's kind of like the inside
Yeah, she said no 2
out
times.
penis, where it goes up, right? And then ours sticks out.
Oh my god.
You can use certain toys. They're called adult toys.
Okay, this is what confuses me. Why the fuck do you have the goddamn dildo blurred? That doesn't make any sense. Why have the dildo blurred? But you have the toy next to it's not blurred, but the dildo next to it's the little, I don't know what toy that's called with a little bend in it, is not blurred, but the thing next to it's blurred. Like, I don't understand why you would blur it. If it's blurred for YouTube, why are you showing it to a child? That's a pretty fucking good question. If it's blurred for the audience member watching this, why should it be in front of a child? This girl's 7, by the way. 7 years old.
Don't wiggle it in my face.
Okay, so I think, because this looks kind of like a finger, right?
Yep.
So I imagine they would probably do it like what they
Yeah, see, this toy is...
This is to hit something called the G-spot.
Or they can use this and they can insert it into their vagina and like pretend it's a penis.
That's
So, let me ask you a question. This dad explained to his child what a dildo for a woman is used for, a female sex toy. How is that sex education for the boy? How is this sex education? I don't consider this sex education. It's not sex education to me. Him showing his son a dildo that a woman uses. What he should be saying is, hey, this is how sex is done. You want to use a condom, or maybe the dad needs to drop his pants, pull out a condom, put it on his own dick, and say, son, this is how you put on a condom, or something like that. You don't want to get people pregnant. Explain the concept of sex. I have no issue with a father doing that. But at this point, this is just talking about sex toys for no apparent reason. And again, as I said in the start of this video, parents are not, I don't know any parents who's gonna fucking tell their 6-year-old or 7-year-old how to put a butt plug in their asshole. It's funny to me when I say that, because it's not something that's normal. That's not normal.
big. That's huge. It's not gonna fit.
Well, they're creative, I guess.
This is to simulate an erect penis, right?
Yeah.
Right? A hard penis. That's why you don't need a boy.
Do they even know what an erect penis is? They look confused to me. Have you explained to them what an erect penis is rather than just going to the toy? Like the girl in the blue, look at her face. She's biting on her lip like this. She looks uncomfortable to me. And you have this fucking fat walrus.
You can get a penis anywhere.
Have you used that?
This?
Yeah.
Or no, I've used something like one of these. I think you found mine one.
I did?
I told you it was a back massager. Remember?
That was a back. That was. I really thought that was a back massage. Mommy.
Put your fingers over here.
Look at that! I'm grossed out by it. I don't want to know about this. God. When I was fucking 7 years old, I was jumping from couch to couch, pretending I was Duke Nukem because I played the side scroller Duke Nukem game, and I was jumping from couch to couch, avoiding lava, not thinking about a toy that simulates my clitoris, even though I don't have a clitoris, but you know what I mean. Like, that little girl is clearly not interested in this, but the YouTube views are important, am I right? That's sex education on how to stimulate your clit at 7 years old.
Yeah, there's different.
It feels
That's
good.
like a pulse.
These aren't used, are they?
The boys usually just rub themselves
No.
like this. You see this?
See, this is another example. She doesn't need to know this. What good does that do? Why is telling a 7-year-old how a man masturbates education? Why doesn't she explain, hey, a man sticks his penis in your private parts and you can get pregnant? That would be so much more appropriate to me than this.
This little tiny hole in here. Oh my god. They kind of, it's like a little liquid that comes out from them.
No.
Some people.
Okay, it's liquid that comes out from them, but did she explain to that girl what the liquid can do? No, of course she doesn't.
Call it like jizz.
What the?
I didn't name it.
That could be called cum or sperm or ejaculation. So this will go on like this. At least I'm assuming. I have never had a penis personally.
Okay, now see, she's demonstrating. I think she put a sock on there. I'm assuming that was the condom. I didn't hear the word condom mentioned though. She just explained that things squirt out of it.
Masturbated before?
No.
It's okay if you do.
Okay, look, he hasn't even masturbated. He just fucking admitted on camera he has not masturbated. So why are you teaching him about something that he hasn't done yet, that he hasn't discovered yet? Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this comment right here. I'm gonna read this. I'm shocked by the negativity in the comments. I felt such shame and confusion as a child when it came to masturbation. You should never feel any shame for masturbation. The fact that these kids are able to openly talk about it with their parents is great. The kids aren't openly talking about this, by the way. They're being forced to hear something they don't want to hear. There should not be a stigma around masturbation. I agree, there shouldn't be. Every child will try it. It's better that they have some education about it. This is not educational at all. I have my own child of my own, and that's a conversation I would rather have with my child in private, not on YouTube for millions to watch. It's true. Oh, I like how they're deleting comments. Oh, look at that. Look at all these top comments. Holy shit. Dude, you know what they did? They made comments to approval. They made comments to approval on this. That's why these comments have so many likes. You can see that 23 hours ago, they actually disabled comments on this video. So now you know, this sexual educational video, why would you disable comments or put comments to approval? I mean, they're not disabled, but they put the comment section to approval only. Why would you do that? If this is so educational about sex, don't you want people to talk about sex? But it's really not about sex, is it now? That's why they haven't put to comments approval, because it has 57,000 dislikes. I'm not saying dislikes make the video right, I'm just saying...
You can tell me. Do you?
Cameras everywhere.
Have you ever masturbated, Ryan? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Cool!
You ask. No, you. No, you. No, you.
Mom, do you masturbate?
She doesn't even want to ask the question. And you know, the people behind the camera, they're like, come on, little girl. Come on, we got this camera. Ask your mommy if she masturbates. Come on, ask your mommy if she masturbates. That's gonna be so funny for the audience. Ha 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 ha. That's what they're fucking doing right there. Fuck the people behind this. Fuck the people behind this. Like, I'm not gonna ask my 6-year-old, do you masturbate? Who does that? That's something a fucking pedophile would actually ask. Legitimately. That's why I said this is fucking like child grooming 101, exploiting children.
Masturbate.
Yes, the first time I did it, I think was when I was in kindergarten.
Like in high school and stuff, and I had to do homework and study.
Okay, so the first... Never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
I would masturbate because it was more fun than homework.
Did you guys touch yourself when you were younger, like in the privates?
Of course.
Yes. A lot.
I've been masturbating since I was a girl. Even
So she was never maybe she was a man at one point.
when I have a partner to have sex with, sometimes I just like to do it by myself. If you're in the mood and no one's around,
Do it.
you can masturbate, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not buying you this for Christmas, okay? Don't ask for that, and Santa won't bring one.
Wow. That was the most educational video about sex, STDs, unwanted pregnancies, how to properly have sex that I've ever seen. Like, I feel exhilarated from watching this video. I feel like I'm a new man that this is what we should teach in, when public schools, when you are being taught sex education, they're all about teaching you how to stick a dildo and stroke your cock, right? Because that's what sex education is about how you properly stroke that cock. Do you grip it with 2 hands? Do you grip it with 1 hand? But yeah, that's the fucking video. And I want to clarify and repeat a few things before I end here. Oh, also, Mr. Riddle, thank you for your $5 super chat. What's up, Repzion? A shout out from Brazil. Love your channel. Thank you. Odd Morals, $4. Why do you own a butt plug? Why do I own a butt plug? Because I'm an adult, and you gotta be adventurous. You gotta try things. That channel is fucking cancer. I've never even heard of this channel up until today, so... I don't know, man. It's like... I'm so sick and tired of the hypocrisy and the double standards that YouTube has with this shit, on how they put this stuff on YouTube, allow it to get monetized, and people like myself, where I say the word fuck a few times, gets demonetized.
I am your father.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Have you watched the BBC documentary of the child porn industry in Japan?
That's funny that, you use the actual donation thing, which does the, oh, yes, Daddy! I put that in for my, donator message. Thank you, Shadow of Colossus, for the $5 donation. Have I watched the BB's documentary of the porn industry in Japan? I have not, actually. But I am actually curious now. I know child porn in Japan is fairly common. Are you really my dad, Repzion? Yes, I am. Oh, yes, Daddy! You guys know what that clip's from? It's from an old TV show back in, like, early 2000. It was on Channel 9, PBS Kids. But, again, I want to say this, is like, it's not so much the age for me that I have to repeat myself because people are going to try to take me out of context here. I'm not against sex education at all. I think sex education should be taught more in schools. I think children should be taught sex education properly. But to me, this video is just nothing more than a child exploit for views. And it's designed for entertainment, that's it. And not education. And when you take away from education and you try to push entertainment with children and sex, I find that disturbing and I find it sick and I find it perverted. That's just my stance on the issue. I know I'm gonna be looking through the comments of this video because I know there's gonna be a lot of controversial things people are gonna say in the comment section of this video. People are gonna argue and people are gonna fight. Kalu! Yeah, right, it is Kalaloo! Kalu? I think it's Kalu. Yeah, right. That's what I used to watch that on PBS. Used to watch Arthur. Like, when I tweeted this out, there was a lot of people saying that I was being against sex, and it's not. Like, I keep saying this over and over, I'm not against sex. But there's a distinction between sex education and telling a child to put a butt plug in their ass. It's just, I can't understand people who don't see the difference between that. It's pronounced Caillou, is it? Caillou? Oh, it's Caillou. Dude, I loved Arthur growing up. I always liked, Baxter, the dog, and I liked the bunny. Dexter. Bunny, that was the Dexter, right? Victoria Cooper, it's pronounced Caillou. Well, thank you for your for correcting my mispronunciation. And you know what? It's interesting is that in this video. Oh, well, look at that! I didn't even notice this. They have here. Parents explain birth control. See, I haven't watched that video. I haven't watched the video. Parents explain birth control, but I'm assuming it's a good video. Let's just open it really quick.
How's the guy get this around to...
Oh, look, see? This is a completely separate video. I guess they explain birth control. See, that's good. I don't have an issue with explaining birth control to children at all. No problem with that. So it has fairly good amount of likes, so I don't really see an issue with this. But this is something that's not needed. This video that they made is not. It's not okay to put publicly. Like, it's gonna be curious to see where these kids are in the next, 5-10 years, right? And they're gonna be known with millions of views of the kid who talked about masturbation when he was 7 with his dad online. People are too public with this shit. Masturbation is a private thing. I mean, if you wanna blast that publicly, by all means, that's your prerogative. But children, it shouldn't be discussed about on fucking, because pedophiles get off to this shit, dude. Just hearing them describe this, seeing them react, getting all grossed out by touching a sex toy, they get turned on by that shit. And it's gross. Umbrella Corp Security, Corpse Midget PS, can you snort a peppercorn? Fuck Scotty. I don't even have a peppercorn to the sniff. I'm sorry, I can't do that. You learn to beat your meat through watching porn. You don't need to involve masturbation for kids to view online. Oh, I agree. I agree. I just find the whole video so ironic that they blur the dildo and then shove it in the face of the child. Yeah, exactly. But I wanted to make this video because, again, my camera here. Oh, one of my super chats was $5. So before I end this video, I'm really into photography. This is my new film camera. I got rid of my Canon T3i and I have a mirrorless. This is the Canon M6. I can now put my little lens on here. So the next video you see of me filming is going to be with this thing. Also, in case you guys didn't see, I made a video yesterday. My video yesterday did not send out to people on YouTube. Like, a bunch of people tweeted me and said, Daniel, your video didn't pop up in my sub box. So make sure to check out my video I made yesterday about opening all your guys' Snapchats. Well, this is my new camera. I can't wait to use this. And next month, I'm using my Patreon money to buy a photography. Like, this is my video camera that I use to film now. But I'm buying a new DSLR next month. And I'm getting a Panasonic GH5, which is a 4K camera. And I'm going to be expanding my photography page a lot bigger. My Instagram currently now is DD Soulsbach. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and see my photography, follow me on Instagram, DD Soulsbach. 2 Ds, and then SULZBACH. It's my last name. But photography is a growing passion of mine. Same with filmmaking, but I have film stuff I've done, I just never uploaded it because I'm very self-conscious about it. What do I like to... I love landscape photography. I think landscape photography, animal photography is two hands down the best things. I'm going camping at the end of August, and I'm living in a minimalist house for a week. And I'm going to be vlogging it with my new camera and doing some photography on the west coast of my state of Washington, near Forks, Washington. I'm going to be visiting Forks, Washington, I think, the end of August for a camping trip. And Forks, Washington is beautiful. It's where they filmed Twilight. Not that there's any significance to Twilight, but I'm going there because I've always wanted to go to that side of Washington where the Hoth rainforest is, and I want to do some photography over there because it's right by the coast and the ocean. Update my description? Yeah, I need to. I'll update my description after this goes. My current description is wrong in terms of my my Instagram. It's DD Soulsbach is my new Instagram. I changed my name. So. You hate photography but love Photoshop? That doesn't make any sense. See, I'm the exact opposite. I hate Photoshop, but I love photography. Like, even when I've done photography, all my photography on Instagram is all natural. Meaning that I use natural light. I don't use filters for any of my photos. I don't do any Photoshop to my photos. I like taking raw photos, get the best lighting I can, get the best angle I can, get the best focus, and that's that. No editing, no photoshopping, no changing the image in any way. That's that's real photography to me. Not to say that if you do that, it's not photography, but I just don't, I like original photos. I don't like modifying shit. And that means that sometimes you won't get the best shot. And sometimes you will get an excellent shot. Using natural light to your advantage when you do photography is beautiful. The movie, what's the movie with, The Reverend with Leonardo DiCaprio? That was all natural light. In fact, that film took an extra 9 months to film. Oh fuck, that scared me.
I am your father.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
I wonder why don't they teach about same-sex intercourse in sex ed?
Thank you, Victoria Cooper, for your $666 donation. And you know what I realized? This thing's even not that big. Here, I'll just make it bigger. But The Reverend was all filmed with natural light, and I think that's the coolest way to do filmmaking, is use natural light and photography. I don't know, maybe I'm just old school where I like things to be original. Like I do Polaroid photography too. Like I have a bunch of Polaroids that I've done and taken because like I love having physical copies of stuff. It's just amazing to me. Glare Showstopper $5 super chat. Amazing how they didn't teach the boy how to use a fleshlight. Wouldn't that have been more appropriate, or at least as appropriate as it can be? Yeah, I'm actually shocked they didn't have a fleshlight either. I have a fleshlight. Flashlights are pretty cool. Do I sell my photos? No, I haven't yet. I only have a few photos that I would probably sell, if I actually sold photos or prints. I think one of my best photos I've ever taken. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show. You know what I'll do? I'll do it right now. I'll show you guys my best photo right now. Okay? I'm gonna show you my best photo. Instagram.com/ We're gonna go to my Instagram. I want to show you some of my photography. Okay? So, all right. Let me make this a little bit bigger or easier for you guys to see. So this is my Instagram currently right now. So if we go down, this is probably my best photo I ever took. I love this photo. I took this with my Canon T3i. I actually took this photo right outside on my porch. This is the print this is probably the photography print I would like to turn into and actually sell. There's a little sparrow landed right on my right on the back of my porch, and he let me go. I was probably only like maybe 2 feet away, and I got that photo. That's one of my most favorite photos I've ever taken. The focus is perfect. The blurred background is flawless. I love that photo. The thing is, though, I have it digital. I don't have the original image, I don't think. So the full quality, I don't think I could make it into a full print because I don't have the full image to where I only have it through I upload it on Facebook, and I don't know what happened to the original photo. This was when I was in Hawaii. These horses were beautiful. But yeah, I do a lot of photography. Let me see, what's my other photo that I really was proud of? Oh, I like this one. I thought this was amazing. I got this perfectly with a little raindrop right on the. This was also in Hawaii. Little raindrop right on the leaf. This was amazing. This was an exotic plant that actually grows in like the Madagascar, but they had it in the Hawaiian garden. It's known as cat whiskers because it looks like literal cat whiskers. What are the other photos? I have other photos on here that I was really proud of. Oh, this one. This is another proud photo I took of my dog. This was a hard photo to get, primarily because my dog Mara constantly moves. So to get a photo completely still of her, where her eyes aren't shut or it doesn't blur, was so hard. But this was definitely another one that I loved. This is probably another one of my proud ones because it's perfectly in focus. I wanted her nose and tongue to be in focus more than anything. And This was a weird experience. I had a raccoon come right up to me in a park. I also like taking photos of mushrooms. My state is amazing for mushrooms, by the way. We have so many mushrooms here. I think those are probably my 2 favorite photos. Oh, there's me and Mundane Matt. Oh, I don't want to go back. If I go back this far, the photos get cringy. I don't want to see selfies of me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this entire stream. I'm going to end it now because it's already been 40 minutes. Thank you guys for the donations so much. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate it a lot since I don't make much money through ad revenue, so donations in any sort help me a great deal on here. In fact, the funny thing is by me streaming, I think I've made like $20 in donations so far. I make more money through you guys donating to me on a stream than I do if I was to manually upload this video and it got 50,000 views. So, kind of crazy how YouTube's went to shit in that regard. But, why was I looking at this? But, yeah. Thank you guys, and I will... Kana, $20 super chat. Hi, if I get time to make Star Wars fan art to give to you when I go to Seattle this month, what character would you like me to draw? I do photography, and yours look great. What camera do I use? Well, all my photography primarily was taken with Canon T3i or my Samsung Galaxy S7, but now I have a Samsung Galaxy S8. So a lot of my photography is actually done with my phone. But a lot of my photography is also done with a DSLR that I no longer have, so I have to get another DSLR because I got rid of my Canon T3i. But again, I think I mentioned it earlier. I'm upgrading to a GH5 Panasonic. So, but thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. But anyways, folks, thank you guys for watching. This video will be live on my YouTube channel to watch all the way through in probably like 20 or 30 minutes because the video has to process. And until then, thank you guys for watching. And peace out and have a great rest of your Wednesday. Also, I'm gonna go get fucking KFC. Because guess what? I've been fucking vegan and haven't had meat in over a month. And I'm craving chicken. And today's actually my last day of going vegan for a month. So, fuck chicken. I'm so excited to go fucking eat some KFC. Peace out, guys.